Welcome to the Red River Horror Podcast, where the channels of fear wind through the shadows of your darkest nightmares. From cursed horror films and bone-chilling tales to whispered interviews and the desolate echoes of abandoned places, we explore every sinister current. Grip your oars tightly and brace for the journey ahead. Now, guiding you through the murky waters, your host, Joe Zakrzewski, joined by Red River Horror founder, Eddie Caiazzo.
Holy Moses! Not only is it episode 130 of the Red River Horror Podcast, it's also the 9-year anniversary of RedRiverHorror.com. That's 6 years of podcasting, 9 years of the website, which is Eddie's baby, not his literal baby. That's an actual person. He's a great guy. But hey, congrats, Ed.
Hey, thank you.
Your first baby.
Now, this has been crazy. Oh, I guess I got to hit the on-air sign, right?
Hit it.
Boom. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. So RedRiverHorror.com, his original baby. Then we got Duder and Company if you want some custom woodwork. That's right. His son does custom woodwork. He's a little dude. He does all the work with absolutely no help whatsoever. He does it on his own. You want a custom table, bird box, bat box, train station. I don't know what else he does. Kid's a fucking genius. What are we going to do about that? No. Anyway. And then, of course, Pop 2K, Ed's third child. So Eddie's got babies in the crib and out of the crib. So,
Joe, I turned 40, man, and it all changed. I'm all here for horror movies, and I'm all here for pop music. I don't know if that's scary to some. It might be, but I'm excited, dude. This is awesome.
No, I mean, what goes around comes around. So the pop music, the 2K stuff has just come right back into the ether. So, and you never gave up.
I never gave up. You were there when I was sleeping on the street of New York City to be in the first 500 people to meet the Backstreet Boys.
That I was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Dude, the thing that cracks me up is just like being so delirious and how excited they were, like everybody on that curb was when it was like, I guess like street team, someone involved, like being like, because there's the Times Square McDonald's right there. That's right. They're handing out French fries and apple pies and like pies and fries from the guys, everybody. Pies and it was like a big mood lifter where I'm just like,
but do you want me to tie it to horror if you're telling that story? So
go ahead.
I can tie it to horror. Mr. Sam Raimi was in the Virgin Megastore right on Times Square. Now, he wasn't promoting one of his great horror flicks, but he was there signing autographs for the not that loved Spider-Man 3. But still, we were inches away from Sam Raimi, which is pretty cool.
Look, I've seen worse movies than Spider-Man 3. And then when I go back to Spider-Man 3, if they just cut like 2 or 3 things, it's really not that bad.
Right.
The dance number, you can get rid of that. But
yeah,
anyway,
Spidey. Yeah.
Well, Sam Raimi's going to come up again in this episode because we're going to talk about some movies from 2026. And he's got one on that list. So we're just going to get into it. So 9 years, Eddie. How about it? So you would like, we've always been into horror movies. What was the push? Because I was not originally part of the website. And when you started, you're like, hey, do you want to do some articles or whatever? Because I was doing that with Sailor Twift, like RIP, SailorTwift.com.
Yeah.
So
tell
the people.
Yeah, no, it's funny, Joe. This still all does tie back to our relationship to horror movies. I went to, and 90s Pop 2K, weirdly. Went to Wizard World 2014 in Philadelphia. That's somewhere where we interviewed. Who did we interview at one of the years? It was Sean Patrick Flannery, Jason David Frank, R.I.P.
And Bob Gale.
And Bob Gale from
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future, right. So 2014, John Carpenter was at the Comic-Con or whatever. So I'm me, I'm not really a Comic-Con person. When they first started, it was more wrestling people. So like I met Matt Hardy, I met Stone Cold Steve Austin, Kevin Nash. But that particular year, it was the Avengers was hot and Doctor Who was hot. So go to the 2014 Wizard World thing. John Carpenter's there. Got my dad the VIP package to meet John Carpenter. That was his Father's Day gift. And before the talk, I think it was Scott Weinberg, who's a Philadelphian writer, horror writer. I don't know if he's freelance, or famous from a magazine. But Scott Weinberg hosted a panel on the stage with John Carpenter. He was the one hosting the panel. I didn't know what these panel things were. Mm-hmm. But before he spoke, Jeffrey Reddick took the stage and said, "Hey,
friend of the show,
and this is how it happened. Like, this is how I met Jeffrey Reddick initially." He talked about this company called Tent Square. Yeah. And it was just, it stood for Content Square. And it was a way pretty much for people like you and I to compete in the space where there are actors, songwriters, people that are creative, but don't really have, I don't want to say the means or the skills, but like you and I didn't come up in the film business, right?
No, actually, like the launch of 10 Square, when you gave it to me, was so much fun, because before we get into everything else that it led to, right after that, when it was like a scripted monologue, like we were giving the script, and then it was record yourself doing this monologue and upload it. I remember doing that. I know you did it. Mm-hmm. I did it. And that propelled a lot of other things. So
it did. So Jeffrey Reddick was the one who introed that. John Carpenter on the stage afterward with Scott Weinberg to do their panel talk, but he talked about it. I went over to their booth and I'm like, holy crap, like, you're the guy that created Final Destination. This is amazing. Y'all know how much I love Final Destination. So through that relationship, logged onto the site, we did the monologues, I think some songs, but one of the challenges that we entered together was the Rocky challenge. We're Philly guys, right? Well, who's bigger in the pop culture scene than Rocky?
Sci-fi Rocky.
So that was 2015. So anyway, long story short, the guy who actually ran the site, and this still brings us, this will bring horror forward for us too. So the guy who runs the site was a horror film producer, Andrew Van Den Houten. And, obviously I was giving it my all in 10 Square, had a song make it to number 2 that was going to be featured in the first film, had monologues go pretty far. Yeah. And I'm not in the film acting, professional New York, LA space. This allowed me to be there. So we get there, and so we get kind of towards the end. Andrew was going to move from New York to LA to start producing more movies. 10 Square was going to go away, but he still wanted to be involved in some way, like horror wise, like loved my passion, all that stuff. And he said, well, why don't we maybe do something like a horror website? Because he had produced a lot of horror films. And, it was July 2017. Oh my gosh, that's 9 years ago, right? That's why we're here.
Wait, Jesus, is it 17?
Yeah. So he calls me. I'm in the middle. I was filming a show for NBC Sports. I'm in the middle of a golf course in Bedford, Pennsylvania. And he's like, look, I would love to do this. But you know what? Why don't you just take it and run with it? Like, you came up with the pitch deck for it, which is kind of like a presentation that you would give to people that want to support the site. And I came up with a list of writers that I was reaching out to see if they wanted to do reviews. And Stacey Lane Wilson, out of all the people that I reached out to, she was the only one who actually responded.
The wonderful, incredible Stacey Lane Wilson. Come on.
Yep. Writing for Dread Central and a lot of other great horror stuff from us growing up. When we watched those Bravo series, she was always one of the featured critics. Yep. So to bring this kind of full circle in the 10 Square days, Joe, the Rocky challenge, one of the judges was Tony Todd. Well, Tony Todd selected the Rocky 7 trailer. Adrian Lives. You could see Joe there, but that was one of Tony Todd's selections. So we got to air our trailer, which was Rocky 7. It was sci-fi horror Rocky, and it was funny. We'll have to dig it up. It was good. That was our connection to Tony Todd. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm a huge fan. Now you love some of my work. So that was the first time we worked together since my college project on Chains, which will bring us all the way forward. Yeah. So that was 9 years ago. Andrew said, you know what? Why don't you take it, run with it? You did all the work. Let's go. And I did. And then the site became the site. And over time, podcasting became what it was, and YouTube and online content became what it was, and all this stuff is going on. So we've added so many other elements to it. But yes, it started as I wanted a cleaner non-cursing version of like a Bloody Disgusting and a Dread Central. That's what I wanted to.
That's right. It was supposed to be cleaner. We screw up sometimes. I didn't curse right there, but well, no, all the articles are clean.
They haven't been. I just haven't been. Yeah. Look, if somebody's cursing in the article now, it's fine. That was the original idea, was to just have it be like a cut above other horror sites, in that there would be no cursing. It would be, more professionally written, that kind of stuff. But now hey, it's hard. There's no rules in horror, man. You got to go where the clicks are, but also deliver content that people want to consume. So
it's all in the game, baby. We're players in the bigger game.
Yep. And I know Joe D from Different Take. So that's pretty much how it started, man. And then in 2020, I'm going to add Joe D from Different Take. Hey, Joe.
Joe.
We're
What's
telling
up, guys?
this.
What's up, brother?
Much. He has a successful YouTube channel, Different Take. He's been instrumental in helping this whole, I mentioned all the digital happy crappy in the digital space. Joe has helped a lot with that. So we thank you, but don't interrupt me, Joe D. Okay. I'm almost done.
I'm not saying anything yet.
So we get Joe, as you know, we did that for about 3 years, Red River Horror, strictly written content. Then we went into COVID, and that's when you and I decided to bring something that we did as kids back.
Yep.
In watching movies, and we had never seen all 5 of the Phantasm films. So you said, Ed, it's time to make a podcast. And that was the next logical step. So we went 3 years, high quality writing, no cursing. And then into the podcast, the cursing began. And now here we are today.
Well, we'll blame Pumpkin for that, because she kept barking over and you just to be like, shut up. So shout out to Pumpkin for her contribution to breaking the cursing barrier.
Mm-hmm.
We'll give it to Pump.
We've had to record the pod in so many different places, Joe. It took us a very long time to get to this setup. And even right now, I'm on the free StreamYard. So, Joe D, I can't even load the beautiful graphics and things that you loaded in. So, Joe D, that'll be the next time we do a live stream. So there's no stinger, guys. No stinger. Okay.
Well, speaking of locations of recording, I guess we really have to make it happen. We have to get Big Ed onto a recording.
Oh boy.
Because he assumed that we record in person all the time, and there's something at your house that's meant for me from Duder and Company, made by your son with no help from your dad at all, right?
So, correct.
Yeah. He's just like, well, I thought you were up there all the time. It's just like, no, I mean, no. I'm just like, if anybody understands how fast time goes and how much things can be a pain in the ass, I mean, he's the inspiration for that. No, I figure I'm going to hold off. We will not do an episode with Big Ed until we are clear to record it at Mahoning Drive-In. And there's a horror movie night, because if I know anything about Big Ed, he romanticizes the drive-in horror movie. And we will do a drive-in horror movie and talk about it with Big Ed.
Yes.
I know we can make that happen.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because obviously Big Ed was in the OG drive-in, so he remembers Joe Bob Briggs, like not from Shudder, not the way we know Joe Bob Briggs.
Yes.
So he's like, oh, Joe Bob, yeah. And I'm like, well, this show's a little different.
Well, friend of the show, Joe Griffin, has been doing the mural up at Mahoning Drive-In. If you're in the Pennsylvania area, eastern Pennsylvania area, northeast, Lehigh Valley, even from Philly, it's not that bad of a drive, just past the Jim Thorpe exit, the Mahoning Drive-In Theater. It is awesome. It is such a cool little thing, and it's been getting blown up. It's gone viral enough. Joe, I don't know if you knew this, but we've got a really cool drive-in place not far, like just on the cusp of the Poconos.
Ooh.
Joe, I will send it to you on Instagram. Follow their Instagram. Our buddy Joe's been doing a mural outside of there.
Yes.
They do a ton of fun stuff. Everything's a double feature, traditional drive-in style. First time I was there was called Bite Night, which was Jurassic Park and Jaws. Absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
And just a real, like, you being there when you go into like their little concession stand, like you feel the vibe of it being like a tight community, like you're part of the family just from walking in. Like you're just at some friend's house watching a movie. Like, hey, what do you need? Like I love you guys. Come on. It's a wonderful thing. So when we can drag your ass back out to the East Coast,
awesome.
maybe we'll get up there.
So that's another thing that's happened in this time, Joe. So 9 years of Red River Horror, Joe D was one of the people who would bring, different movies to the table. One of those movies was House of the Devil. He had the first hot version of the producer's cut for Halloween 6. Like all these things happen. But in the meantime, what's happened since then, since the beginning of Red River Horror, Joe D has now moved to the West Coast. So,
yeah, I'm here for now.
Different times.
I'm here for now. Not permanent.
Oh, Cali Joe.
But I'm looking forward. If next time we get together, I'm looking forward to doing something together because it's nothing like when you're in the same room together. The energy you get off each other and everything. It's different.
Yeah, for sure.
But for sure, I remember going down and seeing all the movie posters in the basement, your dad's house. That was I remember. You guys remember that?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, Ed
lived where it all started. All the
we've all. I think the Bates Motel sign is from the basement, isn't it?
That's right. Is your connection laggy, Joe? Am I behind? Are you behind just a little bit?
Yeah, I'm gonna switch to it's set to Wi-Fi. I'm gonna switch it to Ethernet. So if I dip out, I'll dip right back in. Just give me 1 second.
Okay, I'm gonna pop Joe D out of the broadcast. So Joe, that's it. 9 years of Red River Horror. Now we are here. For 1:30 of the Red River Horror podcast. It's been a fiscal quarter. We've both been extremely busy with our professional lives. A lot of things. The fiscal half. Oh boy. Oh, well, we got to get to it, man. So then let's give the people what they want. But before we do that, before we get into some of the 2026 movies, which I think that's where we're going to go first. Joe, what's one of your favorite memories from either the podcast or the site, just Red River Horror in general, in that time? What's one of your favorite memories?
To get into it, man, it has to be Tony Todd Tuesdays and Tony Todd being into it.
Yes.
And somebody sending me a random happy birthday via Twitter and then Tony jumping on and throwing it in my DMs. Which was awesome, especially what we know now that we learned from Jeffrey in the most recent Final Destination. Tony, that was his last appearance, and they just let him riff about life and death while he was going through stage 4 cancer.
Yeah,
he knew he wasn't going to come, and he just delivers a monologue in a movie that probably not a lot of people are going to see. But if you want to see something truly human and heartfelt from a guy who's been in movies for years, I mean, I don't know. Watching that, I really teared up because he took the time just to, every year, just to say happy birthday.
Yep.
It's bizarre. I've never met him in person. The only thing I've ever recommended to him, he was filming something in the Philly area. I told him to go to the Valley Green Inn. And he sent a picture. He even posted on his Instagram. He was smoking a cigar back the creek.
Wow.
And even threw up I think it might have been the Mark Twain quote about the Wissahickon. So Mark Twain, Charles Dickens, and Edgar Allan Poe all have really cool quotes about the Wissahickon. That's awesome. Yeah. And so it was really cool to see he really embraced it. And I don't know the dude, the more I learned about him, it's clearly was someone who did a lot, probably burned some bridges and became very humble in his later years. And, and that's life. I mean, if you don't learn from past mistakes, he just became a really sweet guy. I mean, the Candyman just being cool to me. So
yeah,
that's pretty awesome.
Talk about Tony Todd.
Yeah. Yeah, we're talking about favorite memory from what happened because of said RedRiverHorror.com.
Yeah, just something related to the site. Joe D. Okay, so Joe Z, you got Tony Todd Tuesday. Yes, Tony interacted. That is very cool. I did not know the Valley Green story. That's a really good one.
It's probably still active on his Instagram. I don't think that's shut down.
Wow. All right, I will take a look. Joe D, since 2017. Red River Horror, what's your favorite memory or something that's happened that you're like, oh, that was kind of cool with Red River Horror?
To me, it's always, personally, because, it helps being so far away. All the Red Octobers. I hope anyone else didn't have that already, but all the Red Octobers over the years were so much fun, and prepping for them and everything, and everyone getting involved. And, it's always, it just reminds me of being back in your basement and all of us talking. So that's personally my favorite, but
convincing Josie that Halloween 4 is not that bad.
Yeah.
And doing the live stream watch.
Right.
And being like, all right, Joe, you were right. This is the atmosphere. Everything's really fucking cool about it.
I mean, it's been 9 years, right? Wow.
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
It's wild to think about, man. No, but Red October is pretty awesome. And then I might as well just ask you live on air if you could do that graphic type thing you did last year. That was amazing.
Hell yeah.
That was fun.
Cool. Yeah, definitely. For sure.
Yeah, I love that. We got to do that. No, the Red Octobers, I will tell you guys, and I know that's when most people that are not regular horror fans, I know that's when they're most tuned in, of course, is the Halloween season. But the good thing is there's Summerween now. And, dude, Joe, we started noticing the pumpkin beers coming out in July back when we were still working in the beer distributor.
Yeah, the brewery run of like October is actually July, August, and then Christmas comes in September. And the best was like people coming in late September, be like, "Where's the Oktoberfest?" I'm like, "Oh, bro, you missed out on that one. They're gone."
The cool thing is, though, that has been the MO of Dollar Tree, of Marshall's, of Michael's. Think of all the places now. Like I am seeing Halloween way earlier, so.
Oh, dude, the younger millennials, older Gen Zers absolutely love Halloween, and they fully embrace it, where it's like after the 4th of July, they're like, fuck it, it's spooky season now. And I'm like, hell yeah, kids, let's rock. Like, there's a lot of things you can, like, people, like, as you get older, bitch about younger generations, but I'm going to give full credit, younger millennials, older Gen Zs, just being like, no, Halloween starts after 4th of July. I'm like, you guys are all right. Let's ride this all the way through Thanksgiving. Come on. So,
all right. So that brings us then to, why don't we just skip ahead any Code Oranges that you guys have seen, and then we'll get into 2026 movies. Have you been out and about, Joe, and you just didn't expect to, and you're just walking because you need something in like a Target or whatever? Have you seen any Code Oranges yet?
I've only seen, like, when I was just giving the shout out to the youths, it's the younger people I know, literally on July 5th, throwing up skeletons and all kinds of things. You're like, nope, it's spooky season now. They're like, let's go. Well, I don't know if they have it outside their house, but they're just like starting to be like, nope, I can't wait for Halloween.
Yeah.
No,
I'm considering putting my Halloween lights up actually this weekend.
Yeah. I'll take some credit because my oldest niece is one of those, and she is just like, that's all she cares about at this point. She's like, when's Halloween?
That's awesome.
Let's go, kid. Yeah.
Joe D, any Code Orange?
Well, since I live in California, you ever see remember Spaceballs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we got the sequels coming.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the sequel's coming out, right? Yeah. Well, I'm the guys in the desert, combing the desert in California.
You ain't found shit.
We ain't found shit.
No.
Nothing. Not a goddamn thing. No, honestly, I've seen a few. Like, there is a lot of people out here who love Halloween, but in terms of like summer stuff, I have to wait. The craft beers, everything. I have to go to like distributor, like big distributors to get them. I mean, we go to get beer like Halloween, autumn, fall beer, all those stuff, and like places near us, and it's slim pickings. Slim pickings.
Wow.
You are in Russian River territory. You could get a damnation anytime you want. You have some of the best beers in the world.
No, we do.
Right near you. I wouldn't worry about seasonal if I'm in Russian River territory.
That's true. That's true.
I put Russian River up on a pedestal. Shout out to Dom Ariglio. making sure that Philadelphia is the only market on the East Coast that carries Russian River. Only us people in Philadelphia are the only people that have tasted it outside of California.
I didn't know that was
yeah.
true. Wow.
Ed, back me up on that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my. Yes, when we got taken to the big Auriglio showcase.
Oh yeah, dude, Joe. When Pliny the Elder comes out, there used to be lines wrapped around bars because like they would only get like one keg. Like,
wow.
Oh no, like Philadelphia is the only East market that gets Russian River. I have a coworker who's from San Francisco, and he's like, "Oh man, I just miss Russian River." I'm like, "Well, brother, you're in luck because guess what?"
Hey.
So I'm sorry you don't get the seasonal spiced beers, but my lord, you are in a beautiful place for wine and beer.
You're those spoiled. When it comes to beer, we're spoiled. Yeah,
you got you're in Northern California, so you got Lagunitas, Russian River, R.I.P. Anchor Steam, which is probably the saddest, one of the saddest.
Is that gone?
Yeah,
no,
that's almost like Yingling going out of business.
I like Anchor Steam.
Anchor Steam was great, but R.I.P.
Man, all right, well,
that was the real San Francisco treat, but.
All right. Well, I already mentioned mine. I went to Dollar Tree. Holy crap. You got to go to the Red River Horror. I might have put it up on Instagram. You got to go there. I put up a short on YouTube. I will show you. Dollar Tree is stacked, folks. Check it out. There's a lot of YouTube videos up there of other people walking through. They've done a tremendous job this year. And Michael's, a lot of the stuff is a little pricey, but it's really cool. They have like this roller rink.
All right.
I'm really into rollerblading, roller skating, ice skating, whatever, all of it. They have a video store, kind of like a Christmas Village, although they have a Halloween Village over there at Michael's. So check that out. So that's what I've seen. And we could wrap up the Code Oranges because now you guys are making me thirsty and I still can't have beer yet. So,
oh, dude. Oh, man.
My headphones are falling off my face here.
Yeah. In case anybody was wondering, me and Ed also worked at a beer distributor for over a decade. So, yeah. Anyway, so we want to get into movies that we watched in 2026. So let's cover that. And I'm going to start with the first one that came out in January. That was a horror movie released in January. Is basically given up on by it was already made. The studio gave up on it. So it's like, throw it out in January. There's nothing else there. Maybe people will go and see it. And that's 28 years later, The Bone Temple.
Dude, that was good.
Shockingly good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I didn't know what to expect during the part one. And then that first one ends in such a bizarre way. You can listen to our episode covering where I'm just talking trash on it the entire time because of the ending. And holy shit. What a way to tie it and make it all much, much better. Like, I wish they were released closer together. But no, hell yeah. Bone Temple. Ralph Fiennes, like...
Yeah.
Dude, the Iron Maiden scene. Dude,
yeah.
That's one of the coolest things.
Oh, my God. That was so awesome.
And I forgot, when we did the Bone Temple episode, I forgot to give credit to Nia DaCosta for directing. Oh my gosh. Like she did the 2021 Candyman. I was huge Candyman fan, so I was like, this is okay. But Bone Temple, very well done.
Yeah. Literally thrown to the wolves for just like, well, it's done. It's got to get released. It gets in the January block, and it is actually really good.
Yep.
Did not see that coming. I was anticipating it for it to be dumb. And it was not. It completely lived up to more than what I expected.
That's two movies. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's two franchises. That's a tough, tall task. That's I just realizing that, like, holy shit. Yeah.
Well, the thing that hit is the way the part one ends when you get introduced to Jimmy. Yeah. And the evolution that, like, when you talk about that Iron Maiden scene, when he realizes that everything he believes is nonsense and like everything he's dedicated his life to is wrong. And he's just like, does what an actual human would do. And he's like, well, I'm just going to eat shit and just carry on the way I've been doing things because I'm not going backwards.
In a weird way. That's like,
I mean, that it. What else would
a lot of people in this world. Wow.
Yeah. It's like, in a fantasy world, he would repent It's just like he's gone so far. Why would he go backwards?
Yeah,
it's a good point.
So I think that was something that was really cool. And it's just crazy that it's just built off of Danny Boyle's indie film from 20 years ago. So 20 plus years ago.
Well, Joe, why don't you keep going, and I'll only give one if I didn't see it.
Okay, so we're going to keep moving on. What else came out this year? So I'm still really fresh on. Let's go fresh real quick because it's sitting in my head really well. And I had a really creepy night this week. Have you seen Obsession?
Just saw it.
Who hasn't?
Just saw it.
We had been fostering a dog at my house. He's a nice guy. His name's Huey, but he just found his forever home. His last night in our house was when we watched Obsession. I awoke from a deep sleep. My wife was nowhere to be found, and I just hear crying from downstairs because she's going to miss the dog. She's petting the dog because she's going to miss the dog. But I'm like, we just watched Obsession. I may or may not have had an edible before bed to make myself relax. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, I don't need this.
Oh, man.
So, yeah. She's going to be okay. She might have a few tears if she's overhearing me even talk about this dog. But he was a sweet boy. But he's found a forever home. But Obsession. Kerry Baker, he is what that is everything that I can hope for from what Red River Horror is pursuing. We are filming in October. We're doing our site shots in a few weeks. You got to remember, Obsession is built up. Kerry Baker, YouTuber, started in the comedy realm. So shout out another person doing like sketch comedy stuff, really flexing their muscle into the horror space. Because what it really comes down to is just being creative, right? And he proved that. And he did the short, The Chair. And The Chair's really creepy and weird. And they got the funding. They gave him less than $1 million to make Obsession. And look how much that brought in. I know a lot of the actors took huge cuts. They all took minimum. Unbelievable performances from the entire cast. Andy Richter being there. Amazing.
Dude, didn't
like,
even
he fits
know that
that dad role. So like it's just bizarre because that's clearly something where it's like he's just so perfect for that like dad to be in there. Whereas like he just has that natural everyday man kind of dad feel.
Yeah.
No, Andy Richter's the best.
I'm drawing a blank on the actress's name that like holy crap. Unbelievable performance and nothing but love for Kerry Baker doing those shadow shots. You want to talk about making something creepy with very little? Unbelievable. I bet you the end of that movie was the bulk of the budget.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Just think about those shots of Nikki like hiding.
Yes.
Like she's not even hiding, or even there's parts where there's light and the way the camera pans and then she's in a shadow. There's the lighting and camera work, which is just common crap. And they did it so well for such a low budget. Chef's kiss. I mean, that is everything I would want out of what we're going to do. And that's like,
visually. And all right.
Incredible.
And then Joe D, do you know Curry Barker? Is he related to Clive?
No.
I don't think so. I think we would have heard about it by now.
Okay. He does have an inside to the industry, but not to Clive Barker.
American filmmaker, actor, comedian, and YouTuber.
Yeah, started on the YouTube.
I feel like comedy people do well with horror. It's like
Zach Kreger. I mean, it's not out yet, but his Resident Evil, I can't wait for it.
Yeah.
Jordan Peele.
Yeah, Jordan Peele.
We need a good Resident Evil.
You know, for you, Joe, Danny McBride and David Gordon Green. You like their movies.
Yeah.
All right, so we got 28 years later, The Bone Temple, Obsession. What else that you've seen? Go ahead.
Do you want the Sam Raimi one, or you want to wait on that? Are you thumbs up and send help?
Yeah, hell yeah. That was awesome.
I'm giving that 2 big thumbs down.
Oh, come on. That was fun.
And I'll be the mediator here because I didn't even see it.
It's fun. It's fun.
It's getting rave reviews. It could have been fun. I thought it dragged, and then by the end was just like, I just felt it dragged, Joe.
Interesting. Okay.
Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to recant that because the thing that works really well with it, I did not enjoy watching it, but by the end, once I figured out like the twist in it, Ed, you haven't seen it.
No.
The twist in it is unlike any other twist in writing and movie making that I've ever seen. So I got to give credit where credit's due.
All right. So
all I'm saying is if you've ever worked a job where you have a boss that you cannot stand and these gets everything handed to him, you just watch that and you just go,
oh, sure.
You know what it is, and that's you're sort of, you know
what I'm talking about, the Rachel McAdams arc.
Yeah.
Okay. And I gotta tip my cap there. I've never seen anything where it arcs that way, in a way where you don't realize it, and it's just such a good flip. Yeah. So I'll recant on that. I did not like it as I was watching it. I appreciate it post. So maybe I have to watch it again.
It was fun. I was trying my whole time watching. I was going, where is this going? Where is this going? No. Yeah, and when it happened, I was like, oh, that's awesome. That was all like, oh shit. What's happening? You know what killed it for me, Joe? The thing where I get really where it does deserve the criticism is there's a lot of really bad CGI in it. Yeah. So like in the beginning, like the fake blood during the crash, unnecessary and kind of like there are I will fight, like I'll concede where I need to concede, but here in Send Help, seeing it as a freaking 92 Rotten Tomatoes, 79 audience score, I mean, the opening is absolute crap. But it is. It's absolute shit. But the overall character arc is really, really good. So it's dependent on primarily two, and they play their parts well. Yeah, got to give it to Rachel McAdams for that. So. Oh yeah. And yeah. So all right. So I will concede.
I will go. All right. So is that a push, or are we giving that a thumbs up on both of you guys?
I'll flip to one thumbs up on it.
All right.
So that's it. You know what? I'll put that in the 3 out of 5 boat category, where it's something where you watch it and figure it out for yourself. Yeah, it's got a 3.3 on Letterboxd. That's pretty solid. That's a solid rating for that movie. Yeah, all right. So I think a lot of people are in the same boat as me, where it's like the special effects are pretty bad, but then the over arc is really good.
I'll stay in the Sam Raimi realm. I did see Evil Dead Burn. Did either of you guys see that?
Ooh, I have not seen it yet.
What do you think?
All right, so it's the worst of the new movies.
Easily.
Yes. I didn't think it was all that bad.
No. But everything wrong with the Rise, they lean into this.
Yes, it's not.
This isn't a fucking Saw. It's not a Saw franchise. Like, yeah, there's a lot of gore, but where's the fun?
Right.
You know?
Right, but it does have the Evil Dead spirit of it being vicious, very vicious.
I heard that, and that's vicious. What it feels like it's trying to do too much of.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like where the Saw sequels, where it's just like, no, we got to make the machines nastier and this. Like,
yeah.
And I felt like in Burn, it's like, no, we got it. How can we one up the gruesomeness of all the others? So,
I'm surprised. The dad, to just be brief here, the dad in the movie when he's walking by with the dog the first time, I didn't think that. Like I thought that was going to be a throwaway character and a disposable character. Had no idea that would kind of be the start of the evil, if you want to put it that way. One cool thing though is it does just like Curse of Chucky, Joe D. So once we get out of the first phase, you get into like a single location where everybody's pretty much trapped with the Evil Dead. So it's not a cabin in the woods, but it is a beat up old house. We get back to that one location and it's kind of tense, and then bad stuff starts happening.
Fascinating though, 72 on the Rotten Tomatoes and 72 audience scores. So even split, which is kind of rare to be 72 to be like spot on with both.
Also 3.3 on Letterboxd too. Same as Send Help.
Yeah, which is pretty much watch it for yourself and decide what you think. I just love Bruce Campbell so much, and it's like without honestly, Evil Dead Rise made me appreciate the 2011 Evil Dead more.
Yeah.
Did you not like Rise?
It's fine.
It's good. I liked it.
The ending's terrible, but everything.
Yeah.
The ending sucks.
Melissa said she agrees with the Saw comparisons. Okay, so the gruesome.
Thank you.
Like you guys think it was too intentional, like it was too, not you, Joe D. You'll see it, but that it was kind of forced gore.
A lot of violence. It's probably that Terrifier. Everybody's trying to be Terrifier.
Look, if we got my 16-year-old on this thing, then she's going to tell you how great Art the Clown is, and more gore and more this.
Oh yeah, so Rhea Ripley loves. Everybody loves Art the Clown. Everybody says, "Oh, Art the Clown's great." Nobody says anything about the movies. You ever notice that?
Well, no.
Yes, I do. That's what I call my own kid out on all the time.
So no. With Terrifier, like one cool thing about Terrifier is that it was truly independent. It's, small box, like it organically built its following. The character was cool enough that it crossed into the mainstream. Yes, I will. And you can hold it to me, the Terrifier people, and I hope you come on the show sometime. But I am not a fan. I can't just pop on Terrifier. I'm not a huge fan of the films themselves. I watched them probably each once. I can't even remember which one is which. I don't think I saw the Christmas one. I think the Christmas one's where I drew the line. I'm like,
I haven't seen that one yet.
I don't need art at Christmas time.
Yeah.
But either way, I'm happy for all the success that Damien Leone and then the guy. I'm happy for the success, but they're not good movies.
No shame on the game.
No,
I mean,
Art the Clown's great, and
congrats on the win. You got a great character. Good for you. We are merely observers stating our opinion. Your success is defined by the numbers. So,
and I'm happy.
Whatever we say are just words. You can agree or disagree, but the proof is in the pudding. He made it. So,
I know. We just because I know we only got so much time, but I just saw Backrooms last night.
Well, Joe, that's where I was about to go with this when he mentioned, great for the indie and everything. So Backrooms.
Yeah, I watched it last night.
And Joe. Go ahead, guys. You go. The Joes.
All right,
no,
Joe.
You
let's do thumbs in 3, 2, 1. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1. Oh, Backrooms is absolute trash. That is one of the.
All right.
I have never seen a movie get progressively worse like Backrooms.
Okay.
It went from like a hot garbage, too long intro to being intriguing to. By the end was Stranger Things fan fiction.
Okay, well,
it's so bad.
Did you see
crap.
all?
Let's go.
Did you see all of? No, I haven't. I've only saw the first one. Did you see all the short films that he made before this?
I saw a couple of them.
Okay, apparently, and again, I'm not saying this makes up for it because apparently, if you watch the movie without watching them, it doesn't make much sense.
Sure,
it's still entertaining, but it doesn't make much sense.
Yeah, but
if you
again,
watch all of them beforehand, it makes more sense. Apparently,
this comes off to me. This is Stranger Things fan fiction, is what I'm getting. Whereas 50 Shades of Grey started as Twilight fan fiction. Backrooms has the vibe of someone who loves Stranger Things trying to create their own Upside Down.
You guys didn't like the metaphors there going on?
No.
All right, you didn't like that, dude. I like that,
dude.
All right, so can I tell a quick story as to why I do like Backrooms? Okay,
Please.
I found it fascinating because I did not. I understand the liminal space. I mean, I'm sorry. I did not truly understand the liminal spaces thing. All I knew is that when I saw that, when it came across my Twitter feed, Joe, like the hashtag liminal spaces, and I was seeing pictures, I'm like, holy crap, like, why is this creepy? And that's apparently a big question online. Why is this creepy? For some reason, it just is. Not. Well, no, just a liminal space. All right, I'm getting there. Okay. So I went to see it. I went to see Backrooms by myself, right? I went to a theater that I had never been to before. It was about 15 minutes away from my house. For some reason, I pull in. It's a gray day. I'm obsessed with the idea of the Backrooms because I didn't fully understand the Backrooms. And then just seeing limited stuff around it and Joe seeing a few of the online Kane Parsons videos, I'm just like, all right, let's go. Like, I need to find out what is going on. What is this? Why is it big? I go, gray day. I park like way far from everybody, but not truly intentionally. And I'm walking and the parking lot is empty. It looks as if there's mountains all around me. And I'm not like, I'm just like looking around like what? It was all foreign to me. I'm like, what the heck is going on? And I'm by myself. I'm there. Parking lot's empty. I go and I'm literally the only one in the lobby. This was midday. I'm the only one in the lobby. So I go and the people were very nice. And I ordered I didn't order a popcorn. I did order a Coke though, a Diet Coke, and Coke Zero.
Coke Zero.
Yes, no, Coke Zero to be exact. Sorry. So I got my Coke Zero, and I go to see Backrooms, and I'm walking in this theater that I've never been in before on a gray day, parked far away from everybody with nobody there, and there's this green room right next to the lobby where you buy the stuff. So I'm walking to the theater, and there's a big green room to my left. And it had to be all the digital projection software or kind of the brain, the data center.
I just imagine this freaking you out. This is so
dude,
funny.
I am. It's the weirdest day. A lot of That's like awesome. Joe Z, you know, it has been a very weird time. A lot of bad things have happened more recently. Definitely. So I'm like, what is going on? There's this green room here. It's all strange. And then I'm by myself in the theater. So I just kind of sat for the first time in a random place in something that I knew very little about and just took it in. And I can't explain why. It just worked. It just worked. I can't explain to you why, though. I'm sorry.
I get it. That's me every time I go in my basement that has a back room that my wife, child, nobody will go into except me. So if you want that experience next time you're at my house, you can go in my basement and you go explore the back rooms. You'll find my storage and stuff with poorly written handwriting over Tupper, like those big Rubbermaid things on masking tape that say Christmas, St. Patrick's Day, Halloween, junk.
But it's hidden from the people that in a room.
Yeah, it's in a closed door. You got to open this door and pull it open. And it's dark. You got to go in there and find the switch. So maybe a giant captain will come out there real slowly and eat you. Whatever the fuck that was.
It didn't work for you. It didn't work.
Holy crap! What a piece of shit that movie was.
What were you expecting?
Anything else? Like it opens up with like that found footage kind of vibe, cuts from that found footage kind of vibe, and then revives that found footage kind of vibe, and then whatever the hell is chasing. Why would your therapist come to your place of business to go searching? I'm pretty sure if I just stopped talking to my therapist,
he didn't have anywhere to live. He was living there. He was staying there temporarily.
She would just
keep concerned about his well-being. She was concerned. He was
sure. That's her job to do that, and her job's not to go finding her patients because she's probably got other clients. Like,
all right. So Joe D.
Anyway.
What did you like about it,
we both love Mark Duplass, and it's the biggest. Like, I can't. Like, when I saw him involved, I'm like, all right, this is at least going to have like some good depth to it. And by the, you cannot tell me that the end of that movie is just nonsensical Stranger Things fiction. It is literally just trying to create its own upside down. This is someone who watched Stranger Things on Netflix, rubbed their little ding dong over it, and wanted to make their own thing. And that's what you got. That's Backrooms. There's no substance to it. It's
all right, Joe D. Why did you like Backrooms?
I mean, I'm in the middle, so it's not that I thought it was like it wasn't thumbs down for me. It wasn't in the middle, but it's not a full thumbs up. It's like right in there, right at that angle.
Okay.
I thought that it does what it did well in the shorts. Like you said, the spaces and liminal spaces and everything, and just messing with your mind a little bit. It was kind of just creepy. And side note, yes, Duplass I thought would have more of a role. I saw him, I was like, cool, yeah, I love Duplass. And I'm like, that's it. That's all you could have had anybody in that role, unless they're setting up for future movies. I don't know.
Good God.
But
just call it a day.
Yeah, but I liked the stuff. All the visuals were creepy. I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, there's certain things that you see that are part of this person's, mental, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. Who knows whose mental stuff it is? But you're going like, oh. And it's in terms of like it making sense. I mean,
what happens to the boyfriend? He just seems to vanish. I don't think there was anything that cleared him.
Oh, he's gone.
It's the girlfriend in the fridge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's gone. Boyfriend.
He's not even a mannequin.
No, he didn't make it.
So what?
I don't want to spoil anything.
Got everybody's either a mannequin.
Oh yeah,
and then we got the girl in the fridge, and he's just.
If you're watching, well, I mean, you'd be pretty damn confused. Backrooms is not really. It's not that it's not linear. It's more visual. It's more experiencing it. Like I said, I was in the perfect frame to experience Backrooms, so I'd have to actually watch it and think about it critically. But in the situation I was in, it freaked me out.
I see.
Real.
I want to go
out.
But because I was by myself, there's a green room, there's mountains around me, and I'm by myself in the parking lot. It was all weird.
I was going to say,
go ahead, Joe. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. I was saying in terms of like, I think we should. It sounds ridiculous saying this, like, oh,
just be critical, Joe. You can
I'm saying like you. I'm not. No, I'm trying to say.
Like I said,
what
they did their part. They've had their six. We are only just words.
What I'm saying is I want to watch all the shorts leading up to it, and I want to watch it afterwards to see if it makes more sense, because I've read from a few people that like that is literally like if you watch it without, which again somebody could say, well, then it doesn't work as a standalone movie, but if it works as a continuation of that story, then yeah, sure. I mean, okay. I guess he's assuming that you've seen all of them. Or if you haven't, you're going to go back and watch them and whatever. But
that's asinine to make a movie thinking that everyone saw your online shorts.
That's true.
That is ridiculous.
But maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe it's not. But
the dude was just stroking it to Stranger Things and came up with his own Stranger Things kind of theory to have his own upside down.
I'll be honest, man.
Fucking stupid.
I don't pick up on the Stranger Things. Like I get your comparison.
The entire final dialogue. When they're sitting with Mark Duplass, where am I? You're in this hospital that is studying existence that nobody knows what. It's literally the same shit.
All right. I got no.
I don't know where it's going yet.
Vibes from Backrooms, so I'm gonna have to. But
where does 11 come from?
The rainbow.
She's in like a hospital, and all those doctors, they're studying her, and they know what the upside down is. They're trying to study that.
Yeah,
she gets through the back rooms and she's within this hospital and is talking to a doctor who is studying things that he cannot explain, like this empty space. Mm-hmm. And then when she asks, she's like, well, what's going to happen to me? What does he say? Well, that's not up to me.
All right.
It's the same bullshit. It reads like that kind of fan fiction. And, hey, whatever.
Well, he's 20 years old, Kane Parsons. Literally 20.
You're only fucking supporting my argument that he's using like piggyback.
I mean, a lot of people seem
which is fine.
A lot of people like it. A lot of people
kids like it, and that's good because that is the more like again. I'll go back to not my oldest niece, but I'll go to my daughter and my other niece. One niece absolutely loved it. Daughter is on the fence.
Okay,
Zoe loved it. Hated the ending.
Yeah, I was confused at the end. It ended abruptly for me.
All right, so let's move on from the Backrooms. That's fine. So 28 years later is a thumbs up. Obsession's a thumbs up. Send Help is a push. Joe was brought around by Joe D, just like with Halloween 4. Evil Dead Burn is a push. Backrooms is a thumbs down. All right. So what's next? What's next?
Let's go with the biggest swing and a miss at what should have been in an era where everything's getting rebooted, and whatever you want to talk about it, whether it's a reboot, remake. I think Scream 7 is the biggest swing and a miss on a technology where this would have been the perfect time to do an actual remake of Scream. And Joe, I don't know if you've heard this from me, and the reason why, what makes the first Scream so good is it's the first horror movie to have cell phones being the center point of the killer's tools. That was a merging technology that has completely become the norm. In Scream 7, we use AI. And that's what we use with the Matthew Lillard. That was the last time you were on Red River Horror, like last time you were on our podcast when we were talking about Matthew Lillard, coming back. And it's just like he would only do it if he said it would be good. And of course, it's like Stu does not come back to life. However, this was a big swing and a miss, whereas it could have been the perfect remake where they're using AI instead of cell phones to fool their victims for a ghost face. And I think this was a huge missed opportunity to have one of the best remakes ever done. You could have done the same thing as the first one, just replace cell phones with, AI voice changers, AI visual, like it could have been a FaceTime, something like that. Yeah. Like it's just what a swing and a miss at a great opportunity just for Studio Greed. So,
I've come to your side, Joe. I was a fan. I think we even did a podcast of it. I was a fan of Scream 7. I also I have watched that beginning sequence now so many times, the cold open. Scream 7's cold open is pretty awesome.
Oh, it's great. It's great.
It's amazing.
I think it's getting a lot of undeserved hate, but also take that with a grain of salt. Joel McHale is my homie, and I will liken anything he does. So shout out Joe McHale. Where is the Community movie? Make it happen.
I've come around to your side, though, Joe. Scream 7 is a thumbs down for me, whereas after I saw it, I was very excited. We had the D-box seating. We were getting moved around and everything. Yeah. Some pretty cool kills. Cold open was amazing. But, yes, I watched it again in the comfort of my home, and I'm like, oh, man.
It's loose.
Yeah.
It's really loose. But, man, if they did a full Scream remake and just replaced the cell phone with AI technology, there has never been an opportunity for what made the original Scream great until the emergence of AI. And if you could prove me wrong, please do, because I cannot compare anything that's going to have as much of an impact on our culture from cell phones to artificial intelligence.
No, I'm with you. Joe D, what did you think? Scream 7.
Yeah, it's swing and a miss. Feel the same way. It just, the guy in the opening scene, that dude in it, I love that dude. He's hilarious. I forget his name. But I saw him in it and I was like, oh, okay, cool. I love that dude.
Joel McHale?
Joel McHale.
God, he was in the Netflix one about the fake documentary that was like making a murder, but he was like just drawing dicks.
Oh yeah, what's his Jim? It wasn't Jimmy Otro. It's the other dude.
Yeah, he talks like this and everything. He's in what is that, Neighbors or something like that or whatever. He's like a college frat guy with
Jimmy Otro.
No, not Neighbors. 22 years. 22 Jump Street. Yeah. Second one in college.
Yeah. No, is Jimmy Otro on that?
All right. Scream
Hold
7.
on, really? Hold on. Am I drawing a blank?
But just know if you're watching.
Oh no, he is the opening scene. That's right.
Yeah, that was your guy.
Yeah, him. Yeah, that's it. Jimmy Tasha.
He liked that guy.
I absolutely love that guy, and
he's awesome.
He's in Will Ferrell's new show on Netflix, which is not horror related, but hey, Will Ferrell doing something that's actually hilarious. Back to his roots. So
then who's Joel McHale if it wasn't that?
He's the stepdad.
The stepdad. Yeah. Okay, and he's a comedy actor?
Yeah. Okay. You don't remember from like Talk Soup way back in the day?
Yeah.
He looked familiar, but no, maybe not. I don't know.
Doesn't have, his hair is less obnoxious, I guess you can say that.
Okay.
Well, I was hopeful when I saw Jimmy Tacho in it, and I was like, "Oh, cool!" And then I was like, "Oh, cool opening scene. Okay, where's this going?" I was like, "Yeah."
Everyone said I was drawing the dicks. No, that dude's hilarious.
Oh, that.
Yeah, I totally forgot he was that amazing intro. So
yeah, he's awesome.
All right, so Scream 7 all across the board. Thumbs down. Are we missing any more before we go to I wanted to play the Crystal Lake teaser, and I know a lot of people are waiting for that if they haven't seen it.
Yeah, my biggest thumbs up if you haven't done both of them. One of the best sequels I have ever seen out of any horror comedy, Ready or Not 2.
Yeah.
Dude, Ready or Not and Ready or Not 2. I did not see, I had a coworker who was just like, if you like Tucker and Dale, how could you have not seen Ready or Not? I'm like, all right, let me get on it. I did. And then
you never saw Ready or Not before that?
No. I literally watched Ready or Not and Ready or Not 2 this year. And holy smokes, I am mad at myself for not jumping on it.
All right.
Yeah, no, absolutely fantastic. I would throw those up there as some of the best horror comedies I've ever seen.
Absolutely.
So that is my double thumbs up. Is Ready or Not 2. Ready or Not.
I didn't see the second one. Loved the first one. I just haven't gotten around to seeing the second one yet.
Guess what? The second one might be better.
Wow. Really? Interesting. That's a big.
Once again, when you talk about, there's certain actors where if I see them, I'm just like, all right, bonus points for them being in it. And Ready or Not 2 has one of those.
Yeah, it has a couple of them.
Wait,
Samara
Weaving is the main one, right?
Uh-huh.
Because guys, you know me, I am not like as into pop culture, so I always get her confused with the one that everybody likes, the suicide chick, the freaks, the pigtails.
Margot Robbie?
Yes. I get Samara Weaving and Margot Robbie confused.
Some people do, yeah. Some people do.
So that's.
Have you guys seen her in The Babysitter?
No, I have not.
Ooh, horror comedy. Come on, dog.
Yeah,
you got to go see that.
But
I'll throw in
too confused.
Second one's not as good, but the first one is second one's still fun. First one, oh yeah.
I'm not even sure if Primate was supposed to be funny, but Primate lived up to the laugh side I thought I was going to get out of it.
Didn't see that.
So Ready or Not 2's a thumbs up. All right, guys. So I'm just going to wrap unless I'm missing any. Ready?
Hokum.
Hokum was good.
I didn't see that. I'm going to write it down. I know
our next episode's about Hokum. But before I saw Hokum, so we're predating recording. I just heads up for anybody.
We can record a new one if you want, but yes, 131 was about horror in a strange land.
Horror abroad.
Yes. Go ahead, Joe D. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying. I know you wanted to wrap it. This up. Have you guys seen Undertone yet?
Yes.
Not yet.
That was going to be my next one.
Yet.
That freaked me out, man. I can't believe I saw the ratings for that, and I was like, no, that one freaked me out. I was in my head watching that.
Where it's got like a high Rotten Tomatoes and then a low audience score. I think it's like 75 Rotten Tomatoes and like a 46 audience score.
See,
which is like kind of great, like because it is really well made. So I guess that's where you get the critic side.
To me, it feels like it's more of an audience than a critics. That's interesting that you said that. Yeah.
Undertone. I want to see Undertone. Really, I was hovering over it last weekend, and then, my guy's still little, so I can't be watching Undertone with the little one. So
no, you do not want to be on that.
Yeah, right.
Well, then you got another horror comedy that is not as good as Ready or Not 2, and that is They Will Kill You. I think that's on Hulu.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I want to see that.
Yeah, throw that in there, and then there's one I can't remember what Stacy's rating was for Bride.
She liked The Bride.
Yeah, and I didn't care.
You did not. I think you said that on the last podcast, but
I did, and I don't want to go into that anymore. Whatever.
Well, They Will Kill You. Is that a thumbs up or thumbs down?
Oh, watch it. That's easy to 3 out of 5 votes. So watch that one for yourself. I'm not gonna overly praise it, but definitely watch it.
All right. So no, I'm just saying the ones we've kind of mentioned rapid fire. Hokum, thumbs up. Undertone, thumbs up. They Will Kill You, thumbs up.
And throw in Lee Cronin's The Mummy.
The Mummy. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
But. So you got to throw that in there. And then my biggest thumbs down disappointment, which I was very biased from, like, why is this made? Please don't make this piece of crap, but they did, and that's The Strangers Chapter 3.
Oh yeah.
Oh Jesus.
Leave it alone. I mean,
they can't seem to do it.
Look, if you're gonna do The Strangers, just do the exact same thing from the first one in a different place.
All right, what was The Mummy, Joe? Did you like it or not?
I have not seen it yet.
It's fine.
It's fine. Okay. All right, so it's a push.
All right, that's
it is easily a push. I don't even know if I would give it the 3 out of 5, but we don't do halves.
Yeah. No, I'm just showing.
Let's say 2 out of 5.
You guys got
watch it if you really want.
I demand you.
Hey,
yeah, sorry.
We got the tight grading scale. It's not, the founder did that.
Yeah, no halves on purpose.
No halves.
There can be an aggregate score as a reviewer. You could, hey, what's your average ratings of movies? And it could obviously be a decimal point, but we're not doing it, man. We don't do it. Nope. All right, so
don't look at me. It's your fault, not mine.
9 years, full boat. So it's either full boats or no boats, baby.
You're either in or you're out. There's
exactly.
you don't have one leg hanging out of that thing, otherwise it tips.
You give it thumbs down, that means you give it a 2, you've ended it. It's done. You give it a 3, people should watch it.
All right. So we do have Friday the 13th, the series coming this fall. I know that's where you want to move to it. And as we were just talking about where I have my actor bias, Friday the 13th has my number 1 actress bias. If she's in it, there is guaranteed bonus points, and that is Linda Cardellini. If she's in something, immediate bonus points.
Okay. All right. Well, so we are going to test StreamYard's limitations here. I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to see if we don't get taken down. If we do, gentlemen, and it's been a lot of fun. If we don't, we'll see you on the other side of the Crystal Lake teaser.
If the stream ends, you might want to just start another stream and just come back.
I could do that, but this is more fun.
Let it ride. Let's see what happens.
All right, we're going to share this.
Like if they do cut the stream off, I'm saying. If they cut us off, you might have to just do another stream.
You guys see that?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
It's like someone put a curse on this town.
There she is.
It all started when that kid drowned last summer. There's something in these woods, and all it knows how to do is kill.
Mommy's here.
Yeah, she's gonna kill it. Sold. Did either of you watch DTF St. Louis on HBO? No, Linda Cardellini, she's just fantastic, and she's going to just kill it as Mrs. Voorhees.
Grandma's boy.
Boy.
What do you gotta say?
Throw in there, Grandma's boy. Yeah, or Scooby Doo, or Freaks and Geeks.
Whoa. Whoops, sorry guys. I've been waiting to play that trailer all night, and then it's auto fired after that. So, all right, I don't think we got kicked off, which is kind of cool.
No, we're rolling, baby.
We're rolling.
No, when she got announced as playing Mrs. Voorhees, I'm like, I'm sold. She's a killer actress. It's gonna work out really well.
Yeah.
So
I'm
in.
You're in.
Let's go.
A24, Peacock, Linda Cardellini, Joe Z in Crystal Lake. Joe D, Crystal Lake. What do you think? Are you excited? I should ask it this way. I think you're the biggest Friday the 13th fan out of the panel here. I would think so, because you always are, at least have kind of kept us up to date on what's been happening for so long. Like
friend of the show, Wally's a big Friday the 13th fan.
He is, and
we got to see where he weighs in on that.
And we should get him in on the rankings and also the Jason X table read. But Joe D, you've been waiting for a very long time for Friday the 13th to come back. Are you satisfied with this version of it as opposed to a film?
I think this is going to set up a film, personally. I think they're having the series with the story of the mom, and this will probably be...
Dude, if we do a Jason bag over his head chasing people at full speed,
worth it.
I think that's going to be the movie or the show or the show.
If it goes into a movie like that,
I would love for Baghead Jason to come back. But
dude, Jason, like Friday the 13th Part 2, modern.
It's great.
Oh, God.
Great. But I can't see them doing a full movie. I can see average viewers being a little miffed that,
they want the man.
So I feel like they're going to put it in the series, or either this season or next season, and then that'll probably the first season, and it'll lead to a movie.
All right, you just dropped a nugget. There's going to be multiple seasons of this, so this isn't just like a one-off.
Well, I can still tell the story.
I thought it was a one-off.
Is it a one-off?
It might be. When you have a big name like Linda Cardellini, like she's pretty busy.
Yeah.
She's A-list, so it's like
if you have like an Oscar-nominated actress in your show, usually doesn't mean they're there for the long term.
I would say it's probably going to be.
Like I'm talking about like the last show she did on HBO, DTF St. Louis. That is a 1-season series.
Okay.
It has a definitive beginning and ending. She usually jumps to. Yeah. Shout out Green Book. There's a great movie. Not hard, but hey,
Green Book
kills it in that too.
Oh, Green Book, isn't that the Farrelly guy?
Yeah, he directed it.
Yeah, I think he's from Phoenixville.
And then you got Viggo Mortenstein, Chicken Marsala Ali, Mahershala Ali. Yeah, I can never pronounce his name right, but he is literally the best actor.
Yeah,
one of the best I've ever seen. And when the hell is that Blade coming out? Because give me some of that. That's how I was tying it back into the horror space. I think he might be better than Snipes when that happens.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So this is satisfactory, Joe D. You think that does this satiate Friday fans or no?
To be clear, I mean, I at first I wasn't really a fan of Friday the 13th. I had a few ones that stood out to me, and then recently, the past few years, I have grown to like it more and more. I just don't take it as serious as I used to. I just have fun with it. It's like a fun summer movie. I stopped trying to watch it as like a scary movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's not really that scary, except for certain ones. Maybe like the fourth one's probably like the best in terms of scary wise. Second one too. But in terms of the preview, it looks promising, and Linda Cardellini's good too. And I just looked it up. It says that whether or not it lasts for more than one season, it's not officially yet confirmed. But it says though early creative aspirations and production setups have leave room for multi-season potential. So I still think they can, if it's successful and they make money off it, a lot of people watch it. I think they can still tell the story of Deborah Voorhees. But I don't think that just because we get this, we're not going to get a Jason movie. I think it's just,
honestly, Joe, if they leave it open for a season 2, they might move on from her, and that's when Jason comes into the fold. It's an open door. There's so much material to work with, so we'll see. This is going to be worth a watch.
Yeah, I would like to see them make it scary. Hopefully, with Jason, I mean, even with Ms. Voorhees, make it scary, take it seriously, have a little bit of humor, maybe some dark humor. A little bit of fun, kind of like Evil Dead. A little bit of fun, but not too much. And just
look, if you want that, you're going to get, you either find a way to watch it or you have Apple TV Plus and you watch Widow's Bay. Because that has been the best really horror type show.
So you watched that?
Yeah, that's probably the best show since Midnight Mass.
Dude, that one was good. That was really good. Yeah. Ed, have you seen that yet? It's very good.
Nope.
Widow's Bay is
don't have Apple
right up there.
You can
I put that up there.
I would say you can get it for a month just to watch that for sure.
The best horror type show outside of Flanagan. So I would put that right up there with anything Flanagan's done. It really fills a void with him.
Midnight Mask-esque.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's the best series like that since Midnight Mass.
Yeah.
All right. No, if there's a way to do it, I will do it. Or somebody can share a login. Shh, don't tell Timmy Cook. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, go to
hell. All right, so you can share a login. All right, guys. Yeah. My texts are open. Just don't put it in the comments. All right, so Crystal, so Joe Z, you're excited.
Yeah.
Joe D, you think maybe
We'll see.
I feel for the Friday fans. I feel like they've been put through a lot. We talked about pop music in the very, very beginning, Joe. My other thing, 90s pop 2K going. Like Michael Myers is the Backstreet Boys and Friday the 13th is NSYNC. And it's like I feel for Friday right now because
Freddie NSYNC.
I don't know what the hell Freddie is. Because all right, that's a good segue.
You can't say that Freddie's O-Town.
Hey, Michael, no. Freddie and Jason are NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, and Michael is New Kids on the Block.
Actually, that might be the better comparison.
Wow.
No offense to you, Ed. You know where your allegiances lie, but Joe might be right. The OG versus the two new Gs.
Oh my
or
gosh.
Michael Jackson, the King.
Joe D. No, I mean, Jackson 5 is technically considered the first quote unquote boy band, but like in the model that was copied to make a ton of money in the 90s.
Jackson. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't want to get into Motown.
No, but that's good.
The Temptations that predate.
For some reason, they consider, if you look at like the official boy band history, for some reason, the Jackson 5 are considered the first boy band. I don't know why. Maybe I'll get into a podcast.
I mean, it
makes
makes sense.
Temptations.
It makes sense. I mean, the Jackson 5 were literally young. They were all from like kids,
literally boys.
They all did choreographed dance. I mean, their library is outstanding.
All right. So
anyway,
let's pivot. Let's pivot. All right. So all right. I don't know. Fine. Then if you want to give Freddie the same credit and bring him into the fold, then you can say that
you have to. You can't compare Jason to Michael Myers without throwing Freddie in there, because like the whole resurrection of Michael Myers was due to the success of Freddie and Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's no Halloween 4.
Which is why New Kids on the Block came back, because of the Backstreet Boys.
Look, they had a bunch of hits. Chinese food makes me sick.
They were too old too. Their faces melted. No, I'm kidding. I know New Kids on the Block.
Look, I think it's fly when a girl stops by for the summer.
For the summer. We got an announcement about a new Nightmare on Elm Street film, so this is a good pivot. Joe D, you're gonna. I like Freddy, just not as much as Jason and not as much as Michael. So you're gonna have to take me through. You're gonna have to take me through here. No offense, I know every celebrity guest we've had on this show, their inspiration is Nightmare on Elm Street. They love Freddy.
I can't believe you don't like Nightmare on Elm Street or Freddy. That's wild.
I don't. It's just Freddy's O-Town. I love O-Town, just not as much.
He's not O-Town.
Freddy's not O-Town.
All right.
Freddy's not O-Town.
No, Freddy's definitely in sync.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. So, so Joe D.
How is Robert Englund not the Justin Timberlake of horror? I mean, he's in everything and everybody loves him when he's by himself.
That's true. That's a very good point. That is a very good point. That's fine. All right. Finally, new Nightmare on Elm Street is about to drop. I like Freddy, everybody, for the record.
Well, who do you want to see as Freddy? I think that's what the big argument that's coming down online right now is who should be the next Freddy after Robert Englund. I disagree. I think Jackie Earle Haley was a great Freddy Krueger. He just had the biggest shoes to fill to be the first one to replace Robert Englund. And not even replace, like Robert Englund probably still could have done it, but it was just ready to move on. And I thought he was fantastic in that role.
I do too. He had to be dark. He had to be creepy. It was not like one of the criticisms of Freddy and his height commercialism was that he was funny and it wasn't scary.
No, too funny.
He proved it in The Watchmen, which came out right before that. Like he just has that grit and creep to him, and I thought he was great as Freddy Krueger.
Yeah,
a lot of people just shat on that movie. I thought it was really good. I thought that and the Friday the 13th that both came out in those later aughts were really good movies. I really enjoyed both of them. But you also know why, because the Friday the 13th is kind of a mix of part 2 and
one of the two.
So, yeah. And then Jackie Earle Haley, I thought just killed it as Freddy Krueger. But now we have to talk about the big thing is, all right, we're going back to Nightmare. There's going to be a new Freddy. Who is that new Freddy? Is it going to be a no name, or do you see somebody that's around now that could fill that gap? Like who could be the next Freddy? I got somebody.
I got some names
that I thought would be really good, and that is I'm gonna botch his name. You know him from The Bear, Girls. Actually, I just finished watching John Adams on HBO, and he plays John Q. Adams.
Perfect.
And that is
Paul Giamatti.
Well, yeah, it's I'm gonna pronounce it. I'm gonna butcher his name as I always do because I've only read it. I've never heard it. And that is Ebon Moss Bachrach. So I think he just goes by Ebon Moss.
Wait, who? What now?
If you ever watched The Bear, when cousin, have you seen The Bear, Joe?
My brother keeps telling me about it, but shows. Yeah, it's tough to I heard it's amazing.
If you saw his face, he plays the Thing in the most recent Fantastic Four.
Oh, wait, what's his name?
It's Ebon Moss. Moss.
All right. So, Joe,
I think he would be a really good friend. He might be a little too tall for it, but he's just got a good vibe where I could see him crushing it. But he's just a good actor. So,
Joe D, who do you want to be the
profile might be too big.
Do you want funny? Do you want scary? Do you want the perfect mix of both? What do you want?
Oh, hopefully the perfect mix of both, but more dark humor. I think Freddy 3 was probably the perfect blend. 4, he was scary. Like his mask was really scary, but the one-liners were too much. But 4, he was pretty scary. I actually underrate 4. So I would say I got a couple of names I'll throw out there, and then you can just give like a whether or not you guys. So I thought Jamie C. Bauer, who played Vecna in Stranger Things, I thought he could do a hell of a job.
Okay.
Zach Ward, that guy who from Christmas Story and Freddy vs. Jason, the older brother in Freddy vs. Jason, who plays the bully in Christmas Story. But I feel like they wouldn't give him that role. Or Jimmy Simpson from Always Sunny. Caleb Landry Jones, who was in Needham. He could be really good. Ralph Ineson from The Witch, the guy with the really deep voice, talks like this. Yeah.
And he's younger, right? He was made to look older in The Witch. Like he's a younger guy. Not young, but
not too young. But yeah, he's and there. And David Dastmalchian could be. He's on my list. I mean, Kevin Bacon and Jim Carrey are like the tops. Kevin Bacon, Jim Carrey would be great, but I don't see them.
I think they got too much power. I mean, who knows? I mean, Jim Carrey doesn't give a shit, so he might do it if he got offered it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been very vocal where he's just like, I'll do whatever the hell I want at this point in my career. And honestly, I don't care, Ed. I don't know if you caught up to him. You need to watch these with Duder. The Sonic trilogy is one of my favorite trilogies of all time. Those movies are so good.
So
and
much
if you
fun.
love 90s Jim Carrey, he delivers.
okay.
His Dr. Robotnik is just reminders of The Mask, Ace Ventura. Like it is old school Jim Carrey, and he just brings it and is fan-freaking-tastic.
Okay.
But back to Nightmare real quick. In the Nightmare realm, and what's crazy in like the Reddit world is like you have people that will be cool, and then you also like this stubbornness of fandom that you'll run into where they just cannot accept. Like this is like a hive mind of nobody else can be Freddy Krueger except for Robert Englund. So if you go into the Nightmare subreddit, you're going to see people just like the argument is just like, why the hell are you giving Jackie Earle Haley shit? Like he did a great job, and they're like, no one else can be Freddy. It's like, why would you do the show? Robert Englund's still alive, and it's just like Robert Englund has been very vocal. He cannot wear the makeup anymore.
Yeah.
He'll
do a cameo. He'll do a cameo.
He will do a cameo, but
Absolutely.
he has stated it's too much for his body at this point in his life. He cannot put on the makeup. He cannot do everything that's required with it. And I don't know if you realize that when you have that much coverage on your face, breathing does become taxing. And if you're not a young guy, like, look, that's just life, man. I mean, you ain't young forever, and you're not invincible. All right, so shout to him for at least recognizing that. And he wants to pass the torch, and he was happy to pass the torch, and he's ready to pass it again.
Yeah.
Yep. And he got his star on the Walk of Fame. So your reference with the whole NSYNC thing, and then him being Justin Timberlake, like Freddie Englund is a horror icon, and he did get his star within the past year. I don't know if that was last year or whatever, but it's been like a year's time. Freddie Englund. Robert Englund is well beloved. We love him. So let's complete the trifecta here, guys. We touched on Crystal Lake. You saw the teaser. I don't think we're gonna get it for that. Newly announced Nightmare on Elm Street movie. Very excited. Halloween the game. All right, we'll close it out with Michael Myers. I think.
I will tell you this because this has actually been brought up on the Red River Horror podcast before when we first started. I am at the point where I've seen so many teasers. There is development. I will believe it when I see it. It keeps getting teased and pushed back. And this feels like another tease and pushback. I will believe it when I see it. I'm getting annoyed by it coming back around again. Be like, no, this time it's going to happen. Well, is it going to happen or not?
Oh, it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah.
Did you guys prefer the so Halloween the game? Do you guys prefer the experience that was Friday the 13th the game, where it was kind of a multiplayer world, right? Like an open-ended world, or this is going to have like a single player mission type thing? What do you think about that?
Well, it's going to be a single player mission type thing.
Yeah, no, I'm saying what do you like? Do you like that? I mean, as opposed to the open-ended, like let's just say Haddonfield was a map in an open-ended world type thing. Like what do you prefer? Like, do you think this is the way to go?
What we're not going to get is what I would want out of a Halloween game, where I would be Dr. Loomis.
Yeah.
That would be my preference, being Loomis trying to find him.
Mm-hmm.
I doubt that's the case. I'm pretty sure we're trying to escape him in this point, which is weird because Michael, he stalks. He's the boogeyman. So he doesn't move fast. So in a video game where you have full control, any of us would just start sprinting down the street and you're gone.
Right.
Rather than going in a house and running upstairs. But, those are the breaks.
I like to see, like, have you guys ever played Until Dawn?
No, I have not played it, but I have seen someone else play it.
Something like that would have been. I would have taken that. I like the idea because I think it's going to kind of be like Friday the 13th, the game, right? It's kind of there's a single player mission, but there's also going to be like a.
You know what, Joe? You're right. In this modern world, there's probably going to be like an online multiplayer element to it.
Yeah, because there's got to be a way for them to make money and get skins and whatnot. So, but
totally.
Yeah, but I'm encouraged. I'm excited. I mean, it's a Halloween game. I'm dying for this since it came out. So I mean, the only thing is, though, I think it's only coming out for PS5, which means now I have to get a PS5.
I thought it was doing PC too.
Is it PC?
I thought so, but
okay.
if Sony pulled all rights to it, then it's going PS5 only.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's PS5 only, but in terms of like if you have I have a PS4, I don't have a PS5 yet. Mm-hmm. So a lot of games like that I play, I'm like, I'll eventually get a PS5, but I haven't gotten it yet. And now it's like Halloween PS5 only. I'm like, son of a bitch. Like now I have to get a PS5.
Oh yeah, guys, look, it looks like there's an $150 version of it, collector's edition and new map. Oh my gosh.
Knock it off with this stuff.
I haven't played, guys, like I played Halo 3 on my birthday in 2014, I think it was. And that was
I highly recommend you play Until Dawn.
But I'm saying I haven't, and I played that new EA football game because somebody had it when I was on vacation. Other than that, I have been completely out of the video game space. So this whole in-game transactions thing that's developed, what the hell is going on?
It's
Dude, you and me both. I just got back into it this year.
It's annoying.
Like the Nintendo Switch 2 that I have is the first system I bought since PlayStation 2. And the thing that throws me off is like my favorite video game of all time is The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Nice.
And that is going to have a remaster on the Switch 2. And when I go onto the Nintendo store and it wants me to, it's like offering a pre-sale. And I'm trying to figure out what the hell's the point of a pre-sale of something that's a digital download? There's no scarcity to it. When it's available, I just buy it and download it. What the hell? Like, what am I? Why am I buying it in advance when it's not available yet?
Right.
It's not like I'm getting something in my hand.
Does it tell you?
That is no. Like there might be an amiibo. Like I'm still learning a lot of.
Google that. You have to Google.
You know what an amiibo is?
Nope.
Yeah, exactly. It's a card with a NFC chip that then you would scan into the system and it'll give you like a Dropbox. Look, the technology is really cool. I'm just too fucking old to buy into everything. I'm not the child that they're trying to sell the shit to.
Honestly, it's just a way.
You guys are ripping me off.
Think of it this way. Here's the game. And then you have like, if you want to play like maybe other levels or, different skins, character skins, whatever, then you can purchase that if you want. That's all it is. That's literally all it is.
I held off on new systems because I knew the first game I'm going to play, I'm going to get hooked in, which was Zelda Breath of the Wild. I was like, I'm never going to play this because I know as soon as I start, I'm going to get really fucking hooked. And I'll put it this way. At my birthday party, a buddy of mine bought me the game. I didn't even own a Switch yet.
Yeah.
He literally bought me that game to be like, well, now you have to buy a Switch. So we got a new TV. We just redid our house. I'm like, all right, we're going to put a Switch 2 in.
Which is awesome.
I popped it in, and it's just like, hey, why not buy the Switch 2 graphics upgrade? Why not add this, that, and the other? I'm like, oh, I'm not doing that. And I played through the whole game. And then I fucking bought this, that, and the other because I got so hooked because the game's so fucking awesome. Anyway,
what about okay? So
video
then we're talking about the trifecta. Crystal Lake, good. Nightmare on Elm Street could be good. Halloween the game seems you guys are giving me negative vibes. It's not
negative vibes. It's just
it's not negative vibes, but it's like what are we in for? So when you hear me do that rant, and we're talking about buying stuff in game, what type of bullshit are you going to get caught into? Is like, do I have to buy something extra to make sure that a door unlocks?
No, I mean, listen. All right, I know you guys are younger than me, but let the old man tell you
We're
guys.
the same age. Joe. What are you talking about?
Well, let me tell you how this guy works. It's not going to be that big of a problem. It's just going to be the game. That's it. You don't have to buy. I mean, every game does this. Every developer, they do this. It's just a way for them to make more money. You don't need to buy extra stuff. You just need to get the game to play the game. Whether or not you want to get other character skins or other parts of the map or whatever, that's up to you. And you don't need to get it if you don't want to. You don't have to get it.
Yeah.
But it's not in game. It's just in the game in like the menu. Sure, you can go to the PlayStation Store or whatever, but like you could just, when you bring up the main menu and it's like start game and whatever and options, there's like a thing where it's just like, it'll probably say like, additional content or something like that. I don't know. And then you can get to it. That's it. Now, in terms of the actual gameplay, that's what I want to talk about. I just want it to be scary. I want it to be scary.
Oh, it's going to be scary. Have you played any of these modern horror games? Like you're just saying Undead? Oh, it's going to be scary.
Well, is it going to be more scary?
Will they lean more towards the multiplayer aspect, or will they lean more towards
even in the single
scary
player
aspect?
You're more immersed in a video game than you are watching something on TV because you're actually performing the action. You're in the action rather than just a watcher. Yeah,
true. Have you guys played Friday the 13th, the game?
Oh yeah, I found a way to try that one out. So
I have it. I got it. Melissa got it for me. She got it for me.
And if you're talking about Red River Horror Podcast, within our first 10 episodes, there's me playing the OG Friday the 13th.
Dude, that's the
purple Jason.
Yep, I have on NES.
That's the greatest.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Still have that game.
Yeah. All right, so we're looking at, it's going to be $60. It's going to be, as Joe D said, Halloween the game. Play as Michael Myers. Woot woot. We've been waiting a very long time. Joe, I think you guys remember, we used to play that online. What was it, at HalloweenMovies.com, where you kind of choose your own adventure with Michael Myers. We've been waiting a long time to play as Michael Myers. So it's happening. It's coming out on the PS5. Did it get pushed back? I thought it was September, so it's not September anymore.
I'll have to check that because it was supposed to be out like a year and a half ago, right? So, the trailer dropped a year ago.
Okay,
yeah.
I
PlayStation
think,
5, Xbox, and PC, September 8th, 2026.
Okay, so let's get excited. You come up. You can be Michael Myers. You can hack people up. You can run around Haddonfield. I've seen some of the promo stuff. I'll keep updating as the Halloween the game people keep updating on RedRiverHorror.com because I think
we have a digital pre-sale reason. A reason to buy the digital pre-sale.
What's the reason?
You can play as Michael, or you can play as a civilian too.
We have a reason. If you buy the digital pre-sale for Halloween, you get it September 4th. You get 4 days in advance. If you do the pre-order.
One more time. Oh my gosh.
Like I got time for this bolting out of here.
Yeah, no. Well, I think, hey, we covered it. We covered all the things that I wanted to cover. I wanted to go over the movies that we've seen in 2026. You can watch the replay of this to find out where they landed. It's been 9 years. I told the story of Red River Horror celebrating 9 years, how we got started. Tony Todd was instrumental in all of it. We love you, Tony. Peacock A24's Friday the 13th series called Crystal Lake. Thumbs up from the Red River Horror crew. Nightmare on Elm Street, we hope. Thumbs up from the Red River Horror crew. And then we'll just wait and see with the OG, Michael Myers.
And of course, shout out Stacey Lane Wilson for all of her wonderful reviews.
Mm-hmm. We've come a long way. It's getting very exciting. I'm excited for another 9 years, guys, so we can talk about being 50.
Dude, we got to start hyping it up because we are in a few weeks. We will be out doing our site research. We will be doing our storyboarding, and we are filming in October. The first Red River Horror original, Cold Country, is coming in 2027. Ding. And I am over the moon excited for that. So we've got so many great things lined up to make this film. So
all right, so
let's go.
You know what I'm going to do, Joe? I am going to have to find a way to rip a digital copy of the film Chains. Joe D, you'll appreciate this. This is based off of the Legend of Manor Road, the Chain Man. All right. Mm-hmm. You know, like you pull up to the bridge, you shut off the lights, you honk 3 times, all that stuff. Our local legend here in Philly, folks.
So we say, and that when the cops stopped us, and then the guy was shouting "Catman Lane."
Yeah,
who the hell's Catman Lane?
Don't know.
Yeah,
not the Chain Man though.
Yeah.
So new Red River flick, Cold Country, coming soon, in development. Finally, we've been talking about it.
Finally, here we
since
go.
2020. We've literally been talking about it since 2020, and it's finally happening. So what I will do is I will try to find Chains. You'll see the starring character Joe Zakrzewski as the main guy. Now, Joe, I can't remember. Just a little teaser for the people still watching. You're not playing the killer, right?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. No, we actually have like a big...
we've casted somebody else as the killer.
Okay. All right.
No, I am playing the starring role. You know, if I wrote it, I'm
so,
doing that whole thing. Like if you can't get casted elsewhere, write something for yourself. So
this is
Photoshop all over again.
Well, what do you call it? I'm going to try and rip Chains, the OG from my college days. I'm going to rip that. Joe is in the starring role there, and you guys can take what you want from when I do that, watch it, and then be excited about Cold Country, because we're working with a lot of talented people, whereas with Chains, it was just me with a camera.
No script. We had like the names.
I had a script.
Yeah.
I had to come up with a treatment and all that fun stuff. But yes,
the best part is that dude John. Like we had written it for a girl, Candace, and then we couldn't find a girl to play it, so we just had John play that role and called him Candace.
Candace. That's awesome.
Oh man, yeah. So
all right, so I'll put that up there, and you can take. I won't give anything else away from it, but it's very exciting. I couldn't remember which and what you were playing, Joe, but Joe will be prominently featured. I might be on camera somewhere, but as usual, I'll be there to help, and I'm excited.
Look, I'm not going to toot my own horn, but shout out to Tom, who couldn't join us tonight, but he gave me the push where he's just like, it's your vision, so direct it. So not to sound like a pompous jerk, but it's written, directed, and starring myself. So
beautiful.
Yeah, right. So I'm excited.
All right, so Joe D, you don't mind doing the graphics. Red River Horror is one of your favorite things to do, so I'm excited about that. Red October will be back. We will do a Selection Sunday type show. Just maybe on a better day than Sunday. Sunday's kind of weird, right? Does everybody else here get the Sunday scaries? I get the Sunday scaries.
So I used to, but now I was given a very nice deal with my job, with my employer, where I work a little bit of longer hours and I have every other Monday off, which really calms my nerves over this. I freaking hate Mondays, and not in like the Garfield way. We're in the way where it's just like the day's just a wash.
Yeah. So. Yep. All right. So the Selection Sunday type deal, Red October's coming back. I'm excited. Follow along Red River Horror on X, Insta, redriverhorror@gmail.com. The podcast is back. This is 1:30. I'm gonna fade into the mist, but I'll let you guys close it out. I mean, I'll be here on camera, but I'll just shut up now.
No, Ed, great job, buddy. Congrats on 9 years. It's something you've stuck with. So proud of you for that. And you've got a lot of other fun things going on. So if anybody is still paying attention, check out Eddie's other things like Pop 2K. He's very passionate about like two things of his deepest passions: horror movies and pop from the late 90s, early 2000s. I mean, you want to hear about it. His knowledge is deep. No, it's a wonderful thing. So me and Joe would be on the sidelines and we'd start talking about like System of a Down, and then Ed would just chime in just to cut the nonsense and be like, hey, do you know AJ McClain? Like, whatever. Like, it's something I remember when it's like, if you were left out, like if we started going off on something else, you just throw in something silly that would just make us all laugh. And it's usually pop music related. Yeah, technically, when do you start like talking about the way like new metal is also made a bounce back? Yeah, I mean, that was just pop
awesome.
That's also pop music when you really dig into it. So
I've already mentioned Linkin Park's Hybrid Theory on one 90s Pop 2K podcast, Joe. So
yeah,
I feel like it's all coming back. It's all coming back.
So, no, it's been great, Joe. I absolutely love having you on every time because whether we agree or disagree, at least we can argue in a very friendly banter. So I'll take that from you anytime. It is, isn't it? So
that's the best part, just having conversations about just stuff that we love.
Yeah. Yeah. Fascinating how the mix of backrooms blew me away. I thought I was going to be like, everyone had my back. So, hey, whatever. Somebody throw it at me.
Deep down, I'm with you. So don't, I'm not arguing with you, but there were parts that I liked it more than I didn't like it, put it that way. But I understand what you're negative aspects.
Just hit me up at Red River Joe on Transmedia. You can just throw it there. Let me know what your thoughts on backrooms are, and we can take it from there. I'm more than happy to talk about it. So,
Joe D, anything in closing from the West Coast?
No. Thank you for having me. Thank you for 9 years. Thanks for always asking me to, come on and do the stuff that we used to do when we were younger, the same stuff. And, it's, I remember when you guys asked me to do it, when I did a movie review for Creep, remember that back in it? When I wrote it,
yes.
That was one of the first things I did when I moved out here. And, I remember when you first made the website. So, I remember seeing all that, and just 9 years later, it's awesome. Just thank you. Thank you for letting me involved.
Thank you.
There's such a revival coming. Penis is up for sale, Joe. If you just want to come back and buy that, bring the D'Angelo's name back into the food scene of Roxbury.
A penis?
Penis pizza.
Wait, how much does something like that cost?
$11.60. I'm just kidding. I have no idea.
It's actually not as much as you think. So
you should look into that.
And pizza joint.
Is it really on? That's.
Yeah.
I could totally, but I would love to. I don't know anything that goes into it, but I would love to own a pizza joint. We'd have horror movies going every Friday.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh man.
Tell your dad to make the sauce. We'll just have like a rolling pot of sauce. Just gets better the older it is.
All right.
It's like a practical joke. Scoopski potatoes. Scoopski potatoes.
Yeah.
Well, guys.
So anyway, D'Angelo's on Ridge. It's coming it back. He's bringing it back.
Cold Country, the new film coming in 2027. D'Angelo's on Ridge coming back to Philly 2027.
Yeah.
Here we go.
That's awesome.
All right, boys. It's been a pleasure. This has been episode number 130 of the Red River Horror Podcast. If you're on the podcast platform, if you joined us on the live stream, thank you so much for joining us. And as always, remember to keep traveling those channels of fear.
Thanks so much for tuning in to the Red River Horror Podcast. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, like, and share. For great written horror content, go to redriverhorror.com. On Spotify or Apple Music, leave us a comment. Or if you have a thought about the show, just email redriverhorror@gmail.com. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and as always, thank you for following those channels of fear.